Hello and welcome back to the Car Throttle podcast, where Ethan, Jack, Gareth and I read out your emails, act as your automotive agony uncles, and discuss popular opinions.
You had to stand up for that one.
I know.
That looked painful.
I've had a lot of chicken. I've had about 2/3 of a large chicken, and I'm just feeling it.
Is that why you had to stand up?
Yeah.
Just
I
to
feel
release.
I feel so much better than last week's podcast, which we actually film on the same day. We do 2 podcasts in one day. Sorry to spoil the illusion. Where are we, Ethan?
We are back in Fitness Worx gym
Why?
because Mike is still filming next door.
Yeah. So Mike owns this unit where we are, and his workshop is next door, and he rents out this gym. And Mike said, "You can't use that because I'm filming." And then I phoned up.
The audacity.
I know.
To use our studio.
How dare
Does he not know who we are?
Does he not know who we will be one day? But my phone's been buggered, so I didn't actually message Mike. We just came on a whim and thought it would be okay because he's usually not here. Turned up, 10 cars in the fucking car park. Was like, oh, it's interesting. Hi, Mike. Hello, mate. What the are you doing here, mate? You can't be in here, mate. I'm filming. And that was it. He's also politely asked for me to get rid of the podcast van.
What words did he use?
Get rid of the podcast van.
Scrap that piece of shit.
And the reason we're not in the podcast van is obviously COVID rules. We would be pretty much sitting on top of each other. And here we're in open space. And we are sitting further apart. Anyway, thank you very much to Jack, owner Jack from Fitness Worx, for letting us use this awesome gym. If you like gains, which you do, you want to go work out at Fitness Worx.
What Instagram page should they be following?
Fitness Worx.
Oh,
Gym
what
with
about
Alex.
the other one? Oh my goodness, really? How do you spell that? With a J? Jim.
J-Y-M.
Jim and Alex.
Yeah.
Jim and
J-Y-M.
at Jim
Giant.
and Alex with a J.
Anyway, thank you very much, Jack. Very hospitable of you. Right. Now, before we read out your emails, what have we all been up to? Gareth.
Hold on, I've been so distracted. I've just spilled my water and now I'm standing in a puddle.
Okay.
That's why I'm so agitated. Moving
Ethan,
around.
what have you been
Give
up
me a
to?
sec.
It's been a quiet week for me, so I was just going to shout out my friends this week because they've been doing something quite cool for us.
Are you being paid?
I'm not being paid by my
Never do a
friends,
free
no.
shout out.
Okay, is that a lesson?
Yeah, that's the rule.
Okay,
that's the rule.
that's a takeaway for everyone for this one.
Yeah.
So never do a free shout out.
Yeah, unless they're giving you something.
Well, they are actually giving me something. Yeah.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Well, then it's not free, is it?
Yeah,
So
it's a contra deal.
he or she is paying you.
They are. Yeah. So
Oh.
my friends Ben and Lucy. Well, Lucy's been baking cakes every week during lockdown, and then Ben comes and delivers them.
Oh,
to our
I was going to say, bring it back into cars. Delivering in a car.
Yeah. Although he walks down.
Oh,
we live in the same
Jesus.
village.
Oh, right, okay.
But
You've lost
we
all
had,
the
we
audience.
had mince pies, and then
Really?
had Victoria Sponge yesterday.
Oh.
It's great.
Yeah. What is she good at, and what is she not so good at that she needs practice at?
No, she's
No, come on. Go on. I know she's your friend, but come on. What needs
I don't-
improvement? What needs improvement?
I'm not very Paul Hollywood with the whole thing. If it tastes good, which it all does, then
Is it
that's
soggy
good for
bottom?
me.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
What's
what's
the soggy bottom?
Soggy.
yeah.
What's this soggy?
Yeah,
bottom?
soggy
Is that
bottom.
his
Yeah.
catchphrase? I don't know.
So Lucy's got a soggy bottom.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's the
What
issue.
is it
Needs
supposed to be?
improvement. Needs
Oh, is it
improvement.
when all the stuff at the bottom of the cake goes to mush?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Soggy bottom isn't good.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyway, we
Lucy,
digress.
sort that out for next time, please.
Didn't even say that was an issue.
As for me, don't want to jinx it.
I wouldn't say what you're about to say then if you're prefacing it with "don't want to jinx it."
Okay, well, I'm going to say it anyway because I don't believe in jinxing it and all that shit. You make your own luck. Hopefully, I will be moving into a house with my girlfriend, a new house. All right, jinxed, whatever. The reason I'm excited about it is because it's got a really shitty lean-to garage, but it is an enclosed space that all needs tearing down and rebuilding again, which I'm super excited about. But I'm just so excited about having a really shit, quite narrow garage where I can park Phil, do a little bit of work.
No. What are you going to do in there? Are you going to do stuff in there, or put a car in there, or like Phil in there?
Well, I'm going to do Phil in there.
You're
Do stuff to Phil. I'm going to take Phil, lock him up, Do him.
What a waste of space.
What do you mean, what a waste of space?
Will you and the car fit? You're quite wide.
It looks like you're boss-eyed. Who are you looking at?
Both of you.
Oh, right. Yeah, it does. Wow. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. The entranceway is 7 foot wide, which is small. Phil is probably like 5 and something. And then there's not a lot of room to go around the car. But it does get wider the lower down you get, the further in.
Put the top down and you can just climb out the roof.
Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. But I'm just really excited for not having Phil outside, and I can do stuff inside and be relatively warm-ish.
You'll probably climb out the rust hole in the bottom.
Ah! I'll do that in the Vitara, actually. But what would you do? Would you have Phil outside and use the garage as a workshop?
No.
Yeah, because if Phil gets stolen, then
I'd get 75 grand,
big
wouldn't I?
work.
Yeah, I'd get 75
What,
grand.
is that the
insurers?
agreed value?
That's Alex's made up value.
The agreed value is actually 12.5.
You're
Did
like
you-
the guy from last week. You're like, I'm not taking no for an answer from the insurance.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
telling them it's 75 grand.
Yeah, it got stolen. I can't prove that it got stolen, and it's still in my garage, but it got stolen. Quote some random shit. Get the money and run. And then I could put a V8 in it like everyone said I should have done.
Oh, Alice, swap it.
Yeah, let's swap it. Boring.
Literally the only thing people say, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you've done so much work. Why don't you Alice swap it? Why don't you shut up?
I didn't want to fucking Ellis swap it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Jesus.
Anyway, I've jinxed my house purchase, so you're welcome. I did it for content.
I think all the jinxing's been done if you do buy that house, because I mean that hot water tank upstairs has been leaking
Yeah.
and rotted all your
Yeah.
bits of roof and then
It's not
door
mine yet.
frame.
It's not mine. The roof
True.
needs redoing as well. Yeah.
It's good
I think
to remind
that's the
them
jinx done.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So probably living that in my current house for the rest of my life. Anyway, can we go back to you, Gareth? What have you been up to?
Yeah, I've remembered I'm just putting my bike back together. So I picked up the bits from Triumph, which have been back order for a month. So I've been living with, bit of the bike lying around the kitchen, living room, and in the garage. Already loves it.
Yeah.
I wish I could actually take the whole bike and stick it in the lounge.
But why can't
That'd
you?
be cool.
What's
In the
stopping
bin?
you?
Well, I got moaned at last time I suggested it.
Oh, so we know who wears the trousers.
Yeah. She wasn't happy. There's no place for the bike in the lounge. She is French. I think that was an accent of French people.
It was an accent.
It was.
An accident, I think.
Any which way. So yeah, I've been putting that back together. So I'll have a working bike probably by the end of the week.
To not be used until
to-
spring.
Oh yeah, I can't use it because the roads have been gritted. And if you live in the UK in a village, because apparently the cities don't get gritters badly, but literally the gritter comes past my house and I walk outside and it looks like a beach. There's so much grit.
Oh.
Yeah, and most shiny things rust in grit, so the bike's not going to see an open road for maybe a month or two.
You need to get a proper road bike, though. This is your track bike. You need to get a road
I
bike.
do. I've suggested that to Aurelie as well. and
Maybe
she wasn't too
all
happy.
that money that you're going to be given, that full £28,000 that you're going to be given by Xander and Matthew, you could just spend on a bike.
You know, I do that. So in the evenings while Aurelie's watching a movie or whatnot, I'll be on Auto Trader looking at Hondas. There's a Honda CBR 1000
I don't think you'd
SP.
find a motorbike on Auto Trader.
Yeah?
Maybe on Bike Trader.
No, an Auto Trader.
I don't think it's called Auto Trader.
It's just so far behind.
Is it?
Yeah?
Shout
Check it
out to Auto Trader. plug.
But yeah, I'll just sit there in the evenings just looking at bikes and just a sad existence, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just flicking through.
Do you know what's even
eBay.
sadder?
No, what's that?
Is doing that when you know that you're not going to be able to sell the M4, so you don't actually have.
I
the money
will.
to do it.
I have faith.
Yeah.
Matt's going to pull through.
Oh, Matt and Xander.
Mark my words.
Xandergate. Yeah.
Zondergate.
Who's Mark?
Who's Matt?
Mark.
Did I say Mark?
Yeah, he said, mark my words.
Oh, shut up.
Anyway,
Mug
Jack,
me over.
you've had a really exciting week.
I've been chilling out. Yeah,
Yeah?
big time. Yeah.
Oh.
Not really doing a lot. Actually,
Talk to me.
my weekend is sort of similar to yours. I had a banging donut.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not
nice.
like the car
Is that a
related.
euphemism?
Not like the car related donut. An actual like donut. Yeah.
Ah. Not like a Vitara donut that I did
no,
in our video.
No,
That was a banging
a
donut.
donut you eat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, naughty donuts on Instagram. They're naughty.
Really?
Oh, they're delicious.
How naughty, though?
I
Like,
best not
really
say.
naughty?
Yeah,
Oh,
they're,
really?
They're
Wow.
really good. They're really good.
Is it like if you have more than two, you get locked up because you're just so naughty?
You have to have a nap if you have more than two.
Oh,
Is it also naughty or naughty?
It's naughty.
I like Nigella Lawson, naughty.
do you put it in the microwave? Talk to me about these donuts. I'm getting hungry.
Well, they were so good. That's all I have to say about what my weekend was
Well,
like.
what flavours are there?
Oh, I got Lotus Biscoff. You know those Lotus biscuits?
Not a fan.
Oh,
The cheap hotel biscuits.
they do a Ferrero Rocher.
Oh,
Shut up.
best chocolate. Shut up. That is the best chocolate ever.
Is it?
I could eat a
What
mountain
about-
of Ferrero
What
Rochers.
about Choco Leibniz?
Choco Leibniz. Oh,
What?
it's no Ferrero Rocher though.
What's
Really?
a chocolate?
No, no,
Wait,
no,
hold
no.
on. What's that?
Choco Leibniz. It's a buttery biscuit base with we're going dark chocolate, aren't we? Dark
No.
chocolate topping, and then you just put it in your mouth. You don't eat it like a savage.
You can nibble the edges.
You
off.
nibble the edges, and you can see how far you can get into the biscuit without actually breaking into the biscuit. You go, it's like, and then you sort of slather it.
Oh, can I bring this back to cars?
Yes.
Okay, when I was a
Please
kid.
do.
When I was a kid,
Oh.
and my dad used to work in Palabora, which is up on the border of sort of north of South Africa. And it was in around sort of Easter time, and you get like a little chocolate hamper, and it's got all these like really cheap, dirty Cadbury's chocolates in it. And I left it on the parcel shelf of my dad's Jetta over a few days, and the temperature ramps up to ridiculous, and it drops down quite cold. And so it had like these ramp rates. I must have had about 3 or 4 where the chocolate completely melted and then solidified. And then on the last day, I was like, you know what? I'm going to eat these chocolates. And so I smashed through the whole sort of hamper of these chocolates that have gone through like many cycles of cooling and heating. And that night, my ass opened up and I vomited everywhere. And I was a little kid and I can remember clearly.
Sorry, your arse opened up.
So I was not only vomiting.
Were you shitting sick?
I was shitting sick. I was shitting liquid. It was horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. And that's all I remember of Palabora. So if you go there, yeah, don't eat chocolate off someone's pot.
I can just imagine people listening to this while they're driving, just having to close their eyes and like near crashing because they're like,
Or showing their mate, listen to this car podcast.
Talked about cakes and shitting out asses.
wow.
Well, that was car related, so I thought I'd bring it back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Car and bodily fluids related.
Yeah, so much shit, so much vomit.
Cool. Okay. Shall we move on to something?
Should we round it
Car-
up there?
That's
Thanks for listening to the Vomit Throttle podcast. Anyway, we're going to move it on to something that's been sent to us. FAO for your attention, Jack. And the strapline here is reunite motorbike keys with current owner. And this has been sent in by Ari. Hello, Ari.
Hi all, I sold my Honda XR125 that I used to go green laning on about 3 years ago after I got my full bike license. When I sold it, I gave the new owner the keys and workshop manual that was laying around in the garage and have since moved house and found the Honda's logbook containing 2 more ignition keys, fuel tank key, service book and old MOTs.
So this poor guy has owned this Honda for 3 years and he's never been able to fill it up with fuel.
No,
He's just found the key. This poor guy.
he's been going really steady with it.
Yeah. Or he's just been pushing it around or just using it on hills on the descent.
Making that one tank last 3 years. Oh, what a chat. There's a video there.
God, imagine the filming on that. 3 years worth of filming.
It would definitely not be worth it.
Rory weirded that. Where you, Rory?
For a couple of months, I've been contacting the DVLA to get the current owner's address so that I can post it to them. But unfortunately, the DVLA are completely useless.
Fair.
Fair.
Pretty much. But they're very good at giving parking companies out your personal details.
Yeah.
That's what they're good at.
Yeah.
DVLA.
I feel like that's something for another time there with Gareth. You can sound pretty angry. But I know Jack's friend Tom and I've met Jack a few times. In fact, he was there when I nearly pushed my Scirocco off its axle stands. Yes.
Oh.
Is this you?
Oh.
No, it wasn't me. I've never owned a Scirocco.
Oh,
But he's the friend.
that's what I mean.
What?
What?
This
Is Jack? Is this Jack? You, Jack?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, this is me, Jack.
Oh,
yeah.
welcome to the podcast, mate.
This is my mate Tom's mate. I think they work together.
Harry.
Yeah.
Harry, yeah.
Dirty
yeah.
Harry.
I remember the guy I sold it to lives near Jack. So, Jack, does your neighbour have an XR125? If not, can Car Throttle help me so I can finally get all the keys back to the rightful owner? Thanks, Harry.
Does your neighbour own an XR125?
I've been trying to think, and it's a bike, so I don't.
So you don't care?
I've never paid any attention. I really don't know.
Is the XR25, is it a two-stroke? I wonder. Because you would know, because you'd be like, who's that waking me up in the morning, blah, blah, blah. It sounds like a chainsaw.
yeah.
You would know.
I can't say.
You just don't care.
I
do you,
just
Jack?
really don't.
Okay, so Jack, you can't help him.
I can't help him, not personally, but
As a four-stroke,
we
you
can-
wouldn't know.
we can put it out
Sorry.
there to people in the Harlow area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone own a Honda XR25 who hasn't been able to fill up with fuel for 3 years? We have a Grinds My Gears that I'm going to read out, and the title is Car Salesmen Are Sexist? I'm Ron Burgundy. And this has been submitted by Abigail. Hi Jack, Alex, Ethan and Gareth. I have been a watcher and fan of Car Throttle for about 5 years and started watching when I was looking to purchase my first car. Recently, I owned a limited edition Abarth 695. It was a sporty car with a suspension firmer than Alex's gun show.
Don't do that.
Oh, I've
Don't
just
do
vomited
that.
in my mouth.
Let's fall apart straight away then.
You vomited in your... Does that mean that your arsehole has opened up?
Yeah, I'm vomiting out of my arsehole as well.
She continues. Yes, bodybuilding is fun, but it won't make up for the fact you're the average height of a 13-year-old.
Yes. Oh, God, how does that feel?
Jesus Christ.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
Do you want me to explain it?
Well, no, I'm the average height of an 11-year-old, so she's f***ed up, so ha. Anyway, I digress. Yes, you do. You do. Yeah, you're boring me. I hated this car. I had a 500 before this and loved it as it was so unassuming and cheap to run. The Abarth, on the other hand, did 13 mpg and hated people with spines or tiddies. Tiddies.
Tiddlywinks?
Tiddies.
Titties?
Oh, okay.
Tiddies.
Yeah.
And so I had to sell it. And then in brackets, in case from my car history it wasn't obvious, I am a woman. Sadly, one that lives in an area with stupidly high crime rates and insurance costs. Probably your area, Jack.
Probably, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna. She bought in a bath thinking that it would be super fuel efficient. No one buys in a bath.
I don't think that's what Grindtech is, though.
I'm just picking this out. Never
Yeah.
mind. Move on.
You're
Move on.
focusing on the wrong aspects of this email.
I've lost concentration. It's so long.
Don't worry. Well, just when this is live,
Will you
you can
bullet
watch
point
it back.
this?
You can watch it back live, and then you can figure it out.
You have a nap and we'll wake you
Yeah,
up.
Okay.
Go lift some weights.
Did you just summarize it? Right.
She continues. Selling the Abarth was something that took all of 2 minutes to decide, and I didn't even wash it before I took the photos. I had an offer within 24 hours of listing it, and what happened next was the worst week of my life. Someone get the little violins out.
Oh, is this the start of the story?
Okay, before I get into that though, I purchased a diesel 14-plate Fiesta to replace the Abarth. I called about 8 or 9 sellers, I think this is where she's getting grinding of gears, all of which had a varying level of professionalism and charm. Seeing as we are in lockdown, the car could only be delivered to me and I couldn't view it. I had no idea of this until I was rudely told, "If you want to view it, love, call me back in March. Don't waste my time." I'm guessing he's from up north. Was that
Just-
Manchester or Liverpool?
Oh, yeah, we got into trouble last time because our Manchester accent sounded a lot like Scouse.
No, they're just mistaken.
I think they're wrong.
I think north of the border, the hearing's just a bit
They all
different.
just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Triggered. Come on.
All right, Rory, mate.
Hold on, what's that? Anyway, so yeah, don't waste my time. And then she's getting angry now. And she says, now, 1, don't call me love. 2, how hard is it to say, due to lockdown, we can only offer delivery at the moment, but I can answer your questions now. And 3, I see your car is still for sale, you cockwomble. Wow. She's
a
straight
lot
to the point,
That's
isn't
a
she?
There's
great
a lot of
insult.
anger.
I love
Yeah,
cockwomble.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
a good
yeah.
insult.
That's the first time I've seen that. I've
What,
never
anger?
seen. No, cockwomble.
What she
said.
Yeah.
Cockwobble's a good insult.
Yeah, it's a good one. I had another dealer who didn't even know the name of the garage he worked for, and he couldn't tell me anything about the car I was interested in. The bloke buying my car was also a dealer, and tried giving me the runaround for an hour about miscoloured bumpers and a few other things until my brother came out with his JLR COVID mask on.
What?
Only the best
Yeah,
COVID
only
mask
the
in the
Must be an
world.
amazing COVID mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where can we buy one of those? I would like one of those.
Do you not have a gift shop at work?
Yeah, I get staff discount. I want a COVID
They
mask.
don't have a gift shop at work because when people purchase their cars, it's like purchasing a gift anyway.
Oh.
It's like we've made this present for you guys because we just love our jobs and we love making nice cars.
Rory, is this what you sound like?
So Rory behind the
Yeah.
camera, he sounds a bit like this. He's from the Midlands, mate. All right. It just sounds a lot like you, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can f off, mate.
Don't you tell me to f off, mate.
We're going off piece a lot.
We are.
This one.
Yeah,
This is good. I like it.
I think I'm offending every corner of
Yeah,
England
yeah,
at the
yeah.
moment. Yeah.
You haven't done Devon and Cornwall yet.
Yar.
There we go.
That's more Somerset, that yar.
Somerset and that. Where are you two, babe?
Bristol.
Where are you two?
So I've been doing some mental editing of this podcast in my head, and so far we're up to about 30 seconds long. So with everything we have to cut out.
30 seconds. That's quite a long time now, isn't it?
All right, Paul. We gotta make you sound like that.
Anyway, JLR COVID mask, probably the best COVID mask in the world. Blah, blah, blah.
Probably, definitely.
Sorry.
Hey,
Clearly
get your script right.
Thank you.
Okay, you can continue now.
Thank you, sir.
No worries.
Clearly asserting dominance as JLR dealers are the inventors of all modern money-making car scams.
I don't think that's true.
No, that's true.
I don't
I mean,
think
it's in
that's
black
true
and
at
white
all.
here.
But she just made that up.
Massive scam.
I mean, can we trust her? Do we know her?
No, yes, we can trust her.
I
Yes.
don't think you could say this.
Well, I'm not saying it.
Who is she? Is she an authority on scams?
She's actually the boss of JLR. She's your boss.
I don't think she is. I've never
She
heard
says
of.
you're fired.
I've never heard of Abigail. Well, in that case, I would want my redundancy pay right now, thanks.
Suddenly, the dealer changed his mind about those mismatched bumpers, despite nothing having changed except for my brother coming out to check on me. So just to rewind, because we got really sidetracked there. She's trying to sell the car. Dealer comes, says, "Oh, mismatched bumpers." Her brother comes out with a mask on, JLR mask. Dealer sees this guy and he's like, "Oh, actually, no, you're right. So he changes his mind. What I am getting at here is that I am fed up of car salesmen treating younger women like shite. I have never seen in the 40 odd cars my dad has bought and sold one salesman be half as rude and unprofessional as they have been towards me. It really grinds my gears having to somehow prove that I am a car enthusiast despite my abysmal ownership history. It's like, do you want to play top trumps with me with the cars on your forecourt before you'll respect me? Or do you fancy joining the 21st century and respecting women? I am not sure that all car salesmen are sexist. Maybe lockdown has brought out the worst in them. Would love to hear your views on this. Yours lovingly, Abby. First of all, Abby, I'm really sorry it's taken so long to get through your email. We got very sidetracked. I think it's all the accents.
It must, yeah. There's that.
And your brother's JLR COVID mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So her
the
brother
rest.
works for JLR then? Is that what you're saying?
I assume so. Otherwise, why would he be wearing a JLR
Do you have
mask?
a sister?
I do not.
He does. Her name's Christy.
I do have a
not
sister.
Abigail.
Not Abigail.
No, it's not
Oh,
Abigail.
Okay,
No.
Just checking.
My sister is more sassy than this,
Oh, okay.
and this probably would have a lot more swearing in it.
Oh.
And she would have sworn at all the car salesmen.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
actually, she would probably driven down there and swore at them in their faces.
yeah.
At their faces?
All over their faces.
All over their faces.
Anyway, Abby, I do get where you're coming from. There are actually still car dealers that we deal with. We very recently, actually, we come away from them and we're like, guys, like
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're all guys, so we don't get the whole sexist thing. But like, just the stuff they say is borderline, sometimes racist.
Yeah. You get them trying to pull the wool over your eyes and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Um,
And they're just trying to be all matey, laddie, but they just go over the top, and we don't respect people for that. We just think they're and we just want to buy the car. We just want to screw you over, really, because we think you're a dick.
yeah.
Like the more we can get off
Mm.
a car, the better we feel, because we just know that
The
we're
bigger a victory it is.
yeah, exactly. And also, just away from car dealers, this is something I've written down. Obviously, when we go out and we're just walking around town or whatever, people will invariably, like Car Throttle fans, will come up to us and say hello, and they'll only ever, like in my experience, try and chat to me, even though I'm with my girlfriend Rianne, and it gets to a point where it's just like awkward, and then I will always try and like divert my gaze from them so they actually make eye contact with Rianne so they can include her in a conversation. So if ever like you meet any of us and we're with other people, always make sure that they're invited in the conversation as well, because it's really awkward and it's really rude, actually.
Yeah.
And I'll always try and cut a conversation short if you're not involving the other person. So just be nice. Again, don't be sexist. Don't try and be laddie, because it doesn't impress anyone. Anything else to say?
Just tell these guys to off as well. That's what I need to learn to do when we're speaking to some of them, because they try and get me, and I'm just going to tell them to off.
When's the last time someone tried to do something like that to you?
Oh, the key man. The key man.
Oh, the key
he
man.
tried to do you.
The key man, Rich.
Oh, it's bringing back some emotion. I can see it.
Right, let's
Ethan.
move on quick, because I'm going to
we talked about the key man.
We did,
yeah.
but let's not bring it back
yeah.
up. So I'm really going to.
Are you getting quite angry?
I was quite proud of you for standing your ground.
That was
We
bullshit.
were all the way in France or something.
Yeah, we were on
Yeah.
holiday.
That was good.
Ethan had to go and get something from my house. Broke the key in my lock.
Because I'm so strong.
Yeah. Cut a long story short. Called up a locksmith. Locksmith said, "You owe me £400 or
Yeah.
something." And he basically tried to pull the wool over your eyes, and you were like, "No, I'm not paying that. I know I need to pay maybe like £80 or so."
Yeah,
And you really stood your ground.
Yeah. What episode was that? Go back and listen to all the podcasts, because we talk about it in depth in one of
We
them.
do. Yeah. We're not going to do it today, but Abigail, just to go back to your point, like you said, I don't think all dealers are sexist or, I don't know, racist, whatever, just general dicks.
I think I can't remember what we were talking about this morning, but similar vein in USA Jack, a lot of these blokes are like stuck in the 80s and stuff, and with their values and stuff, and just can't get out of it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like, I don't know if that's maybe some of the more like older guys that you meet. It's like it's an old mentality, isn't it?
Because the young, sorry to interrupt, the younger dealers that we've spoken to, Sorry
Vehicle Sales?
yeah, and also Ross from Connections, like they're like under 40, and they're like really, really nice guys, and you can have a proper conversation with them. But it's the older, like, stereotyping, but from our experience, the older generations are the ones who are more stuck in their ways, and they just have much looser tongues and completely different values to what we do.
Yeah.
It is weird.
It's quite weird though. People should vote with their feet. I mean, if there's a car dealer that you know of that is inherently rude, there's so many things online where you can go and Google, rate them, and all these rate sites just rate them really badly. I don't think as a society we should stand for things like that. And if people vote with their feet and just run them out of business, because quite frankly, they're doing a sort of disservice to the whole automotive used car sales.
True. Can I just ask, what is voting with your feet? I've not heard that one.
Just don't support them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
I've never heard it.
I've never heard
Vote with your feet.
Like in anger, like stomping your
Are you? Yeah. You're just stomping about?
Yeah. Just
Okay.
get really angry, stomp your feet.
Okay.
So type out the angry message with your toes.
Yeah. On a tablet. You can't do that on a phone.
So you're the opposite of happy feet.
angry feet.
Great. Another serious subject. Just torn to shreds. Thanks, Alex.
It's the Car Throttle way. Okay, let's now move it on. But yeah, Abby, we totally agree with you. Okay, next section is wrong answers only. This is wrong answers only, because you got to get wrong answers only. And I'm up.
Yes, you.
Oh, I helped do this. I'm excited.
Well,
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Dean, juicy questions. Right.
God, I feel like I have no power, no control.
It's horrible, isn't it?
I feel, was it not MasterChef? The other one, Mastermind. No.
Mastermind.
Baker. Master
Mastermind?
Bakers.
Yeah, you're a specialist subject.
Master.
Master Baker.
Master Baker.
I would win
Were you
that.
a master? Yeah, you sure
Oh, yeah.
would.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
a Master
yeah.
Baker
I
for
invented
everyone.
it.
Why have you got the mic on your lap?
He's strapping himself in.
What would your specialist subject be? I'm joking with that, brother.
No, actually.
What would your specialist subject
What
be?
a
then?
dick is Alex. That's my specialist subject.
You'd win at that too.
You are the winner. You take the cake. Would you want me to explain that again to you as well?
I can't take the cake because I'm doing macro accounting at the moment. I am actually. What would your specialist subject be if you went on Mastermind?
I don't know.
Come on, out with it.
I don't know.
Ethan, specialist subject?
Peep Show.
Really?
Actually,
Oh my God.
But
Oh my
really?
I was watching Peep Show the other day.
Uh-huh.
I shit you not, I need to double check this.
Did they
But-
mention Car Throttle?
No, Mark is walking down the street and I'm pretty sure he's outside West Kebab. I'm pretty sure.
No.
I need to verify this.
Mark, were you outside West Kebab?
Or David Mitchell, yeah.
Oh
Comments.
shit, no. Oh, years ago. Flashback. Woo!
What?
Flashback. I saw years ago David Mitchell walking down fucking Scotch Common. All right, mate.
Who's David Mitchell?
Yeah, from Have you watched Peep Show?
The little guy.
He's the one who talks like this, Mark.
Yeah.
Don't with me, Mark.
That's actually pretty good.
I can see into your soul, Mark.
He doesn't say Mark.
Mark.
No, that's his name.
Yeah, what's his name? He is Mark.
What's the other one?
What's the other one? Jeremy.
That sounded more like Hannibal Lecter.
Jeremy.
Everyone watch Peep Show if you haven't.
Yeah. Okay. What's your specialist subject?
I don't know enough about anything to call it specialist.
MX-5s.
Definitely not.
I'm going to pass on that as well, but Peep Show is a good one. Anyway, shall we move on to most obnoxious car modification?
Sorry.
Why
are you trying to swerve this?
Come on, I got like 3 seconds of you going with it.
Picking
you
the
idiots.
mic up.
You idiots.
What are you about to say?
That's a distraction.
Is this more comfortable holding the mic there? It's actually
It's not
better.
too bad.
I don't know what it's like for our audio, though.
I feel like I need to be relaxed for this.
No,
Okay.
no good.
All right.
Too much popping, knocking, and
Rory is
Okay,
very
Rory.
much telling you to put that down.
Well, I'm doing
Help
this.
Okay.
I need to be back.
You ready? 30 seconds on the clock, please. Or however.
Rory's
it takes.
getting really irate about the whole holding the mic.
Okay, wrong
Okay,
answer.
right. You ready?
Yeah.
Go.
What does MX-5 stand for?
My xylophone 5-star.
Who's the better driver, you or Gareth?
Gareth.
What do you change in an oil change?
Water.
Tell us a manufacturer that's named after an animal.
Puma.
Would you spend another 24 hours in a car?
Yes.
Finish the phrase. Suck, squeeze, bang.
Slow.
Oh. What's pi to the nearest 3 decimal places?
3.24.
Who's there?
Knock knock.
What's a windscreen made of?
Paper.
What manufacturer made Phil's engine?
Ford.
What does NASCAR stand for?
Never ask serious questions about Roger.
Questions. Do an impression of an impact gun.
Pew pew pew.
Spell Mazda.
MZADR.
Will Jack and I ever get our CBT?
No.
And finally,
Swallow. That was you.
oh, you did very well then. Wait, what's it? My Xylophone 5-star
Yeah.
for MX-5.
5 stars a band, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
It just came to me.
Five.
thought it was a TV channel.
Fight Star is.
Ah.
Had Charlie from Busted in it.
Oh. Yeah.
Gareth apparently is a better driver.
Apparently.
You change water in an oil change.
Yes.
Puma. I didn't know that was a car manufacturer.
Probably is somewhere in China.
Suck, squeeze, bang, slow. Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ford made Phil's engine, and finally we've got confirmation on that. NASCAR, I can't even remember what question was in there.
never ask questions about Roger.
Me and Jack won't get our CBT. That's good to know as well.
that's
And
nice.
and you swallow. Nice.
Well, I mean, there you go. The more you know, right?
Very good. You did well.
Thank you very
Alex
much.
in a nutshell.
Right, okay. This isn't very PC anymore. PG. No.
Rory, you're going to have a lot of cutting. in this
PC
one.
or PG?
Yeah, it's been quite spicy, this podcast.
Really spicy one.
How
yeah.
far can you go? You can include that, can't you?
Right, anyway, thank you very much for that. That's very creative.
Well done.
Very stressful. If you like more of that, then let us know. And if you have any other games that you'd like to see on the podcast, let us know that as well.
Monopoly.
Or who can hold their breath longest?
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh.
Or
We could do it in
or
a
how much
swimming pool
milk you can
podcast.
drink without vomiting. Oh, good
Oh.
game.
Isn't there a set amount?
I don't know.
There's an amount that's
Well, let's find
impossible.
out.
Like an
Let's
ISO
find out.
standard
Let's get some
amount.
milk.
Right, let's now move on to an email we've received from Stephen, and the title is Most Obnoxious Car Modification. And Gareth, do you want to read this one out?
Oh, is it something I can moan about?
Yeah, well,
Probably,
everything,
yeah.
It's
isn't
only
it?
3 sentences as well.
That's 3 too many.
Yeah, probably.
He's a bit scared by that. He's silent. 3?
I'll just see where it begins and where it ends. Okay. Dear Alex, Ethan, Jack, and Gareth, I was driving the other day when I came to a stop behind a RAV4 with an exhaust that was about half as tall as the car. This got me thinking, what is the most obnoxious car modification in your opinion? Exhausts like this are definitely near the top of my list. Keep making amazing content, Stephen. P.S. I wish I would have been able to take this photo a few months later because as moments later, because as Alex would have said, he has a fat hammy hand hanging out the window as well.
If you scroll down, you can see the picture of this RAV4. That is an exhaust, isn't it?
What?
Why?
Yeah. I don't know. That's exactly Stephen's point, I'm guessing.
Is this somewhere in America?
Yeah, it's America.
Ah, okay. It makes sense now.
Thank you very much for the fat hammy hand comment. I do enjoy that. I just hate the whole fat hammy. It's just, that grinds my gears. Have I ever mentioned that?
Not recently.
No.
Have I also mentioned that my mum used to have a 944?
Never.
Or that Phil's engine is originally a Porsche derived engine?
Well, we have it recorded now.
Oh, well, we have it. It's
What manufacturer made Phil's engine?
Ford. You're going to get a big kiss soon. Anyway, Stephen, things that really annoy me in the modified car scene that's top of my list. Can you guess what it is?
Anti-lag.
No. Something that I moan about a lot in the Roast My Ride episodes.
I think we're thinking about the same thing. It's
What's
not
that?
stickers, is it?
Stickers.
Oh, this has been winding me up recently, man.
Dream Chasers.
Dream Chasers.
I don't mind them so much, but there was another sticker on another episode that we recorded that was offensive.
Yeah,
I can't remember what it said.
Oh,
Is it
the gap was.
I like something like I like my gap how I like my women or something like that. And it was terrible. It was terrible.
And you're driving around like that, you absolute prick. It was something. It was about something about wheel arch gap and the gap between it is.
It's really bad. Yeah.
It's just not cool. Would
that be something I'd read and then not get?
Maybe because it's so dumb you wouldn't get it.
Yeah, probably.
This RAV4 has a sticker.
Oh, does it? What does it say?
Can you zoom into it?
Please be patient, student driver. Is that their equivalent of a learner plate?
It does say.
Well, maybe, but I think he's taking the piss because you wouldn't have a student driver.
Oh yeah,
with
true.
an exhaust like that.
Yeah.
But the thing I hate are the massive sun visor stickers.
Yeah, sun strip things.
They look so shit on any car. It does, except for a race car.
Except Floyd.
Except Floyd. Yeah.
But all of these things are so quiet. Actually, I was telling you in Leamington the other day, there was this chavved up car at the traffic lights, and it had that pops and bangs, and he was just at a red light, just revving it, and it was echoing off all the buildings, and people were just walking past thinking, you tosser. I mean, how does he feel good about himself?
But if you think back 15 years when you had your E36 and I had my E30 and also my E36, we didn't have anti-lag, but we did smash it through tunnels. Had we had anti-lag, I can guarantee we would have used it.
Yeah, but you wouldn't just sit at the lights in your little chavvy turbo car revving. I don't reckon so.
Adnan's GTR did.
Yeah, that's
because we really used that when we were doing
we nearly broke the
Gumball.
engine.
Also in the RX-8, remember when we drove it back from Rotary Revs? Oh, the whole way was like pops and bangs. Yeah. We probably used a tank more fuel than we had to get back just from doing that.
Thank God we
I'm hating you all right now. That's really offensive.
Did I tell you, when we did Gumball, when you left me? You left me on Gumball.
I did, yeah. Sorry.
Anyway, I was in Romania or so doing pops and bangs and just being a lad. And the engine light came on.
Did it?
Yeah, never told Adnan.
Did it?
I kept that quiet.
Oh, we'll send you the link to this then.
What did you do?
What did I do?
Take the bulb out.
No, I just drove faster. Tried to outrun the light.
You hit a pigeon and it turned off.
It was a chicken I hit.
A chicken.
Yeah. If you don't know, it's something that we mentioned in a podcast a long time ago, actually.
Yeah.
Hit a chicken at 100 miles an hour in Romania. Yeah.
Was it okay?
The chicken turned it to dust. Yeah. And it ruined Adnan's bumper, actually. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Still not going to pay you, mate.
Yeah,
you're not my boss anymore.
Yeah, anti-lag is quite obscene, isn't it?
Yeah.
But they don't call it anti-lag anymore. They just say, we're going to tune in pops and bangs.
Yeah.
It's like, we've discussed this so many times on the podcast. It's my pet hate.
Yeah.
Drives
So
me
yours is
fucking
pops and
mad.
bangs.
Hate it.
Mine is the visor sticker things. What about you, Jack?
I'm with you on stickers.
Stickers as well.
Yeah.
Is it like offensive stickers or just stickers in general?
I think it's offensive stickers. So I don't what benefit are they to anyone that's looking at it apart from you?
Yeah.
They just wind me up. I don't even mind like huge unnecessary wings and stuff like that. For some reason, it's little stickers which are like pissing me off. I just ignore everything else at the minute.
What about when people have the list of stickers of all the mods they've got?
The shopping list.
Yeah, the shopping list. Yeah.
Even that I don't mind. That's okay.
They're usually on a vector or something, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Right, anyway, let us know what things offend you. And in the meantime, if you do like stickers, then check out the Car Throttle shop because we've got loads of them. They're not offensive. They are really cool.
Tasteful.
They are very tasteful. And we also have loads of cool T-shirt designs and stuff. Anyway, let's now move it on to another story. Buying a used car from a dodgy dealership. I thought I was getting robbed story. From Richard. Ethan.
God, we really are.
Give me another.
Really are going
It's
through
a big
the
one. It's a big one.
bloody hell.
Why do I
The
get all
used
the big
car
ones?
salespeople.
I know,
Be
it's
happy.
just a
really,
it's just
really
a
going
theme
down
this
hard on them.
week.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, it's good.
Hi, Ethan, Alex, Jack, and Mike/Gareth. When I was 18, my first and dream car, a Dacia Sandero, or Dacia Sandero, what is it?
Yeah, Dacia.
Dacia, was written off by a in a Mazda CX-5 who rear-ended me.
Mazda CX-5, really like them.
Great car.
Really,
Soul
honestly.
Red?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mazda
yeah.
Soul Red. I would
Nice
love
car.
one of those.
The insurance paid out more than I'd paid for the car 18 months prior, and I was about to go to uni, so I wanted a cheap shitbox to run around in when I was home from uni over the holidays, etc. So I went on Gumtree and found a 59 red Chevy Matiz that had full... Can you say Chevy Matiz? You know, you think Chevy, you think of like a big American muscle car.
Oh, and then you
And
think, and then you picture a tiny little
Yeah,
shitbox. Yeah.
Chevy Matiz.
1 litre, 3-cylinder.
It's a Chevrolet Matiz. You can't say Chevy. That had full service history, alloy wheels, and multiple optional extras, including aircon.
Can you get alloy wheels on a Chevy Matiz? I don't think I've
You can
ever
now.
I don't think I've ever... sorry.
Chevy Matiz. I need a Google search this because I don't know what it looks like. Is it a hideous little car?
Just imagine like a little bug. A car bug.
Jesus
It's like
Christ.
Igo size. isn't
That's
it?
really ugly.
Yeah.
I'd feel embarrassed to keep zooming around in that.
Matiz.
Sorry, carry on.
So I bought all that for £1,250, 59,000 miles. It looked decent, so I took the hour drive out to see it. I rock up to this dealership and was greeted by 3 Eastern European chaps who worked there. The car was sat under a few inches of snow, and when they finally found the key, it wouldn't start.
Time to walk away.
They went and got a spare battery, and as soon as it fired up, on one of the coldest days of the year, the guy immediately redlined it for a good 10 seconds to warm it up a bit. I didn't know a fraction of what I know about cars now, but even I knew that you really shouldn't do that. I tried to open the passenger door and it wouldn't open. Turns out the central locking was broken, also the wheels were not alloys, and there was trim missing down both sides and open holes where the trim should clip into the bonnet door panel. I had a look under the hood and stared blankly at the engine bay. I didn't even check for milk.
Oh,
that's-
come on.
What are we even doing here?
Sorry.
I then took it out for a drive up and down the road with one of the guys insisting on coming with me. My dad wasn't allowed with us.
Sounds dodgy.
He told me how they had just serviced the aircon and turned it on even though it was 1 degree outside. We went in and started looking at paperwork, and sure enough, the full service history had gone missing. That was in inverted commas. All the warning signs were there. I should have left. My dad should have called it off and taken me away. But for some reason, we stayed. I agreed to get it, and in the worst display of bargaining ever seen, I got them down from £1,250 to £1,230.
Oh, that's really not good. going.
Oh no. For this absolute shitbox. And they insisted on cash.
Of course they did.
They said they were going to drive in front of me and my dad to the bank, so we followed them, and I had Google Maps up on my phone as well to make sure we were going the right way. After about 15 minutes, I broke the news to my dad that we were driving nowhere near a bank. Finally, the guy we are following pulls over, and so we. After which, a car pulls in behind us, 2 guys get out of the car, open the back doors of our car, and sit down inside. At this point, I assumed this was it. They must be armed, and we were about to be frog marched to the bank and robbed. It turns out the 2 who got in the car were cousins of the guy who owns the dealership. We went from there to the bank, got the money, paid them back at the dealership, and I took the car feeling incredibly relieved to be alive. I took the car to a family friend mechanic who informed me that the aircon didn't work and that the spark plug leads had been chewed away by rats and needed replacing. The oil was old, both front suspension control arms were on the brink of failing an MOT,
Jesus.
and the front and back number plates didn't match, so it's likely to have been some sort of accident.
Lovely.
I've since parted ways with the car and wanted to offer your listeners some valuable advice. We always appreciate that.
Yeah.
Number 1, be patient when buying a car. Number 2, don't be intimidated.
Be intimidated.
Be intimidated. Yeah.
Be really scared.
Don't be intimidated by scumbag car dealers. And number 3, if something doesn't feel right, then walk away and evaluate the situation in your own time. That's
Very
a really good piece of
Yeah,
advice.
yeah.
P.S. I still don't understand why the 2 guys got in the backseat of the car I was in with my dad. So this will likely remain one of life's great mysteries.
Oh.
It was probably because
That's
if
so
they had changed your
random,
heart and drove away, it stops them from doing that,
Yeah.
right?
That makes perfect sense.
Because I was thinking when they were driving and following them, and you were having some doubts, I just bolted.
But that's a lot of effort for £1,230.
Yeah.
Jesus.
This is a horror story, isn't it?
That's really weird.
This week and last week were horror stories.
Yeah.
Either you're going to get your car nicked or you're going to get murdered.
You just don't think that a car dealer is going to go down in this sort of manner.
No.
This doesn't happen.
Yeah, that's why you need people like us buying cars for you. We'll do you great rate, mate. 20% of the purchase price we'll take.
Oh, we'll be like the middleman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good.
Yeah.
A nice side business for us.
Yeah, the side hustle. Yeah. We'll be like, buy a car, but for shit cars.
Yes.
Yeah?
Oh.
Buy a shitter.
Don't buy a car.
Don't buy or buy a shitter.
Buy a shitter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Buyashitbox.com.
I like
Good
it. It's got a
jingle.
ring to it. Yeah.
But, anyway, I quite like the take-home message of the third one. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it.
Yeah. You got
Yeah.
to trust your gut, haven't
Because
you?
a lot of time you're going like, this is a bit weird. These people are really, really odd. Let's walk.
And I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
like he's 18, no life experience. His dad, I'm guessing not 18, has more life experience. What are you doing? Everything screams run. Let's go. This is dangerous. I'm not about this.
Maybe
but you still stayed there.
Maybe the dad was in on it.
Maybe.
He's taking a cut. He goes to them, I've got this proper sucker who's going to back off.
Yeah, my third son really hate him. He's a prick.
I want some of his money.
Yeah, I do wonder if it's one of those weird things you just like in a panic situation, you just like a dog, you just roll over. You're like, okay, scratch
Yeah.
my belly.
Yeah,
Sort of thing,
Yeah, because sometimes
hard.
you are in that situation and you're just like, just take the money. I just want this to go away. I don't want to offend anyone. I don't want to aggravate anyone.
Yeah.
The best course of action is to do as they say and then just walk off. But I mean, you had lots of opportunities to drive off because you were in a car or phone the police or, phone back up or anything like that.
Yeah.
But you didn't. So everyone out there, don't do this, right? And if you're a dad, look after your son better.
Everyone out there, buy a car.
I'm allowed to say
buy
that
a
because
car
my
off a
dad didn't
private
look
dealer.
after me at all.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
You can say that.
Yeah. Hi,
Like-
Dad. Love you.
But you're good at... Wait, no, are you good at buying cars?
Buying
brilliant at
rusty
buying
cars.
I got 300 quid off
Yeah,
that.
Actually, no, you are
did
good at
well
buying
with the
cars.
What,
Yeah,
you,
are good.
don't know in the video is that the car was up for £1,000 and we were like umming and ahhing. And then off camera, I said to the guy, £700. He was like, no. £800. I was like, no. £700. He was like, okay.
The things that you're really good at is not caring what they think.
Actually,
Do you know what I mean? Like,
in that
as a-
situation, I would have gone 750. You just stayed at 700.
As a good, and he was staring at you, and you were just staring at him, just in silence. And it was like whoever talks first loses. Yeah, and you don't care what he thinks of you,
Yeah,
so you're
no.
not going to say a word,
No.
which is quite good.
So in the previous episodes where we said just be nice, we're scrubbing over that, right? Yeah, we're just going in with the
No. Be nice if you respect the person, but the guy, the guy from whom we bought it, he's never going to see this. I didn't get a very good vibe from him.
He might see it.
I don't care.
This is what I'm talking about.
but a few things he said, I was like, no, a bit of a thing to say, isn't it?
what like comes with full service history, mate.
No,
what are
no,
you
no.
talking about?
Just like general life stuff about, just about culture and stuff.
Oh,
Very uncultured himself. turns
All
out. Anyway, we're going to move it on now to, last week I said, here's a really good car advert. Yeah.
This is my favourite feature. My favourite new feature.
Is it?
Yeah.
Before I forget, if you see any weird or shit or really good car adverts that you think that we should put a spotlight on in the podcast, please send them.
Do his job for him.
Yeah. Send us like funny car adverts or just random shit that you've seen. It doesn't need to be a car story about you or just anything. Just send us cool car related stuff, but adverts are always really good. To carstories@carthrottle.com. Or
don't say it.
Anyway, here's how not to write a car advert. And I think our friend Oakley sent this to me actually.
Oh yeah.
Oakley's getting loads of good press from us. He's a guy who bought Miles, who bought the E39, the Puma.
We'll be buying the Vitara.
Will be buying the Vitara. He's actually already agreed to that.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah.
What is wrong with this guy?
Does he live on a farm? Where's he sticking all
I don't know,
these
but he's actually he's bought 2 Volvos, old Volvos. He's actually started a new Instagram page. I forget what it is. We'll flash it up. Where he buys and sells shitters that we love, but actually like semi-decent shitters.
He's going to have to sell something.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's like living my dream.
We can keep him like in stock. It'll be like this own ecosystem of like shitters exchanging hands.
Anyway, Oakley sent this to me. It is a Skoda. I can't see what it is. A Skoda Octavia Scout, I think. And the owner writes, and there's one really funny bit in it. 4-wheel drive, Audi Quattro system, full MOT. Not perfect condition-wise. It's been an ambulance car, a bargain, drives like new, mechanically perfect. Probably not, though, is it? Cruise, alloys, parking sensors, etc., etc. And my favourite part here, don't sit there and CSI in my advert. Talk to me. It is what it is. £2,500. So, I mean, the writing's poor, but it says, don't sit there and CSI my advert.
Okay.
So don't check the MOT history.
Yeah. Or the fact that it's a write-off or anything like that. But
It's got into every bollard on one street.
yeah.
Cheapest ex-ambulance car in the UK. That's what people are searching.
Is that a selling point? It used to be an ambulance.
I really want an ex-ambulance.
But he's pretty much saying, I know what I've got. It's like, I hate
Shut up.
that. Yeah.
What's really good about this as well, he says, when he's going through the specs of it, like cruise, alloys, parking sensors, etc. Well, no, this is the point where you actually have to tell us what, has it got a heated steering wheel, etc.? Well, no, it doesn't have a heated steering wheel. No. Well, what does it have? Well, that's the bit we need to know. Make it up, mate. Make it up and see if you want to come and have a look at it.
Don't CSI him, Jack. He's specifically told you not to do that.
What does CSI stand for?
Crime scene investigation.
Or make something up.
Wrong answer.
Carbon splitter injection.
Oh,
kept it on top.
That's definitely a thing. It sounds like a JLR thing, actually. It sounds very good. Anyway, last section, car advice, submitted by Richard. Jack, do you want to talk us through this?
I can, yes. Dear Alex, Ethan, Jack and Gareth, loving the podcast and need your expert opinions. I'm doing a banger rally later this year with 3 mates and need a car that will do over 1,000 miles in 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
We know the answer.
Peugeot.
E46. 330.
Peugeot.
Love BMWs
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and have a G20 330e, but suspect we won't get a lot for the max of £500 budget. Thinking high mileage Octavia, Saab, Passat, but would welcome your advice. Keep up the good work. Rich.
Banger rally. Got to be a Peugeot. Has to be a Peugeot.
Just because we did it in a Peugeot doesn't mean he has to do it in a Peugeot.
He has to do it in a Peugeot.
Okay, Rich, you need to do it in a Peugeot 405. You need to name it Paddy, and you need to get a plastic squirrel, and you need to put it on the front grille. You need to tie a little purple ribbon around it. You need to drive it on vegetable oil. What else do you
masking
need to
tape, so mask up 2 strips,
Yep.
get some dirty spray paint,
Yep.
paint on racing lines,
Yep.
jobs are good.
Yep, and you need to do that when you're inebriated.
Yes. What else did we do? I can't remember because we were inebriated.
Before I saw what he was suggesting, I was thinking, oh, well, we have miles, so he could get an Octavia. Or he could get the A4.
Oh,
200 quid each.
yeah. But it's difficult getting a car for 200 quid. We're just good at
Just
it.
so good.
We're good at our jobs, mate.
It's called luck.
Yeah. It's cool knowing people, innit? It's not what you know, it's who you blow.
Basically a Volkswagen Audi group car.
Yeah.
you'll be doing well.
A VAG.
PD, yeah.
A VAG
Yeah.
for £500.
Yeah.
That'll be a dog, right?
Well, I mean, it'll
Well,
be
yeah,
high
it's-
mileage, PD.
It's going to
But-
get smashed, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Doing over 1,000 miles
Yeah.
a day in 3 days. Oh,
I think it's doable. Go something Volkswagen Audi group. Saab, I don't know. What about your 9.5, your 9.3?
Oh, it's good, yeah.
That's good.
You don't want to see one smashed up, though. People
No.
like Saabs.
There are loads of Facebook pages. One is cars under £500, so that's probably a good starting point. Or phone up dealerships and say, do you have any Part X's that you want to get rid of? Because dealerships will be putting these cars in auctions, but it's difficult at the moment because of lockdown. So
Yeah.
maybe you can get yourself a real bargain.
that's a good
Or
bet,
fi-
actually. There's some dirty cars at the back of people's yards these days.
Yeah. Also,
Ooh.
diesel cars in the centre of London.
I was just about to say the exact same thing. I was going to say a taxi.
Get a taxi. Get a
That'd be
taxi.
really cool.
Because they'll be
Yeah.
super high mileage, which means that they've done the mileage, which means they probably can do more mileage.
Loads of cabin space.
Yeah.
Genius. Yeah.
Yeah.
Taxi.
That's really good.
Sturdy,
That'd be
right?
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they
Smash some
looked
shit
after
up.
as well, do you think?
What's
Great
that?
Are they
turning
looked
circle.
after?
They'll be looked after. Yeah. I mean, the engines do go through a lot. Stop, but they will be like rigorously serviced and looked
Okay.
after,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
ambulances, just like this really nice Octavia Scout, etc., etc., etc.
We should buy this.
We should,
Should we get it?
but we can't CSI them.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, Rich, buy yourself a taxi. That is a great shout. When you buy it, send us a picture, and then we'll give you a shout out. How about that? Cash me outside. How about that? Should we move on? Shall
I'm
we?
so
Come on,
hungry.
Hungry?
Why am I hungry again?
I don't know.
I'm just
We're
lacking
right at the
energy.
end.
We're right, yeah.
Yeah.
1 minute.
Yeah, everyone, we're right at the end as well, so bear with us. That now concludes the Car Throttle podcast. I hope you've enjoyed listening to other people's stories and us ranting on, and hopefully it'll inspire you to email us your tales, unpopular opinions, and anything you want to get off your chest. Let us know by emailing carstories@carthrottle.com. I saved you there. You're welcome. As for me, you can find me on Instagram at Auto Alex. Nearly slipped up there, nearly said Gym with Alex.
I'm at Jack W. Joy.
There's no one going to bite.
No.
No.
There's no one biting.
No,
you
'cause
bite.
no one cares.
At Jim and Alex.
I'm going to set up a new Instagram page called @Jim&Alex. See if I can make it. See if I can get verified before me.
I bet you can't make it better than Jim with Alex.
Challenge accepted.
Well, unless you do a whole bunch of gym with etceteras, etc., and then just redirect them to your main page. That'll do it.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, I don't.
We said
Who
we
cares?
said we'd be done soon, and we're dragging this out.
At Gareth R. Potter. Bye.
Have you done you, Jack?
Yeah,
Oh, done it. Oh, and me at Ethan Spell, and you can follow Car Throttle at Car Throttle in all the usual places. This week,
I'm thinking eBay.
that's a great shout.
I just wanted to take your line away from
That's
you.
fine. There you can
Why are you
say.
not upset about that?
I don't get angry over things like that.
You do.
It was my suggestion, his line, and you start.
Excellent. Before we go, we're going to get a joke from King of the One Liners, Mr. Jack Joy.
What we got? All right. People say I'm condescending, and that means you talk down to
Oh. wait. You got it?
Yeah, I got it. I just didn't find it that funny.
Anyway, thank you very much for watching and listening. Have a great week, and we will see you next time. Bye.